Are you feeling the pains of loneliness, or are you fearful of getting back into the dating scene, especially after a long relationship or divorce in itself? Good news, sort of. You're not alone. My name is Keanon Slade, and I have successfully achieved FIRE. That is, I've achieved financial independence, and I'm retired early, and I'm here in sunny Costa Rica. And the thing that we're going to be talking about today that's going to help you on your journey, your holistic journey of moving abroad, is relationships and getting back into the dating scene. It should be interesting. Stay to the very end. Let's get into it. So before we jump into the points, I want to be very clear. This is something that you should do after you've had counseling, after you have sought help, after you realize that you're not jumping into a relationship to fix the pains of the loneliness or to fix the pains of what just happened. No, you've learned that, okay, that's not going to be valuable. And these are the points that are actually going to help you in your journey situation. I want to stop you real quick just to say something to my divorced men. If you guys are looking for something that will help you after you've been divorced, separated, heck, even dumped, and you're still looking to move abroad and you're trying to figure out how do you adjust and to deal with this, I want to have something special for you because honestly, going through that situation, I want to give you something a little bit different because your journey is different. And you can find that information in the link below, and let's get into the rest of the video. Point number one is to remember to take things slow. Now, when you're getting into relationships, I remember when I was in my 20s, it was like, okay, who, she, her, beauty, da. No, you've been on a journey, you've been into a long relationship, you've had maybe marriage, you're separated, you're divorced, and again, this goes to my divorced people. I do not recommend separated people dating. But let's say you've dumped, you had a long-term girlfriend or whatever it is, you're on a new journey. And you've already got the healing, but you're going to take it slow. And this time when you're on your journey, you're not going to sit there and just like, she's beautiful, let's stop. Her only talent is looking good. That's not the type of woman that you're seeking. You're seeking a person with character. That means you got to get to know her personality. You're going to not jump in with certain assumptions, bad or good. And so all that takes time. You're going to take it slow. Really, what that means probably for most of you guys is you're going to take that as a friendship. So as you're taking your time, you're not going to just jump in. Oh, we should date, we should love, we should kiss, da 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 da. Yeah, that's not going to end well because you're not going to have anything to fall back onto later. You really want to have a friendship. And again, do the friendship in a way that they know there's interest. And so you're not in a friend zone, but not in a way where it's like, oh, bump the friendship and physical, we'll fix everything else later. Yeah, that doesn't work. Take things slow. If you're resonating with this and you're really considering moving abroad, I want you guys to think about things such as relationships and having a holistic view of it's just not about moving abroad, it's not just about my FIRE numbers, it's not just about having financial stability, but it's about, okay, the complete thing. How's my spiritual life? How's my relationship life? And I want you guys to click on the link below to actually find some things and tools that actually help you think outside the box. So with that, let's jump into the next point. So the next point would be is to have an open and good quality communication. A lot of times we're like, this is good. This is part of that rush thing. This is the reason why you don't rush. We'll run into the relationship, make certain assumptions, and we're not really having clear communication. If we had certain things that are a part of our past that they should know about, honestly, if you get into a good relationship, at some point you should be hot, humble, open, and transparent about your life. This is somebody that you're looking hopefully to get married. You're not just dating to be dating, but you're dating so that you can have a wife one day. And so you want to learn how to be humble, open, and transparent and be able to talk about certain things, even when it's dealing with your past. You're not going to throw her with all the baby mama's drama, first date. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you're going to get to a point where your conversation is open, your interests, if you have kids, that they're going to be part of the picture. You're going to actually have a conversation so that you're not getting tangled, yes, entangled, but not getting intertwined. There's the word I'm looking for. Not getting intertwined with the person that's only good for you, but not good for anyone in your family, not going to be a good grandma later on, not going to be all the stuff that you, let's say, want later on in life after this moment of utopia, which happens in just about any relationship that's good. There's this utopia blitz, but after that moment, is she going to be good for what you want as wifey material. If you guys haven't already, I want you guys to click on the link below so that you actually have some tools, especially if you're considering moving abroad, because these are some things that really you need to do to think outside the box. And continue to watch to the very end of the video, and let's jump into the next point. The next point is remembering everybody's different. Again, I can only say this statement if you've gotten help and you've learned your lessons of your last relationship. If not, you're going to just end up dating the same person with a different name. But if you've got the help, then you're not attracted to the same type of toxic person. Let's say, for example, now you realize you're in the area that you're dealing with a different person. So now at this point, now that you realize this is a good person, buena nota, as they say in Spanish, or wherever country you're going to be in, they're a good person, and they do something that reminds you of the previous relationship, you're going to essentially give it a chance. Yeah, she did. It wasn't big, but it was a trigger for me. And let's maybe have some conversation about it, but realize this is not the same person. That trigger doesn't mean that these other 25 things are going to follow, because that's the way that it happened in my other relationship. Also, when you're doing good things for the person, you realize that there are love languages. And just because, oh, I mastered gift giving in my other relationship and this is the order, da, da, da. No, quality time could be something with the other person. And so all the gift giving means absolutely nothing. You want to realize things like that, that this is a different person that you're dealing with. And that's the reason why you're going to take your time. You're going to have open communication. You're going to get to know the person. And this is the reason why you're not just going to jump into bed, because you're going to miss all of that. And it's going to just not end well if you do it that way. Don't do it that way. So this is the question of the day. Do you guys have any tips for getting back into the dating scene? I want you guys to leave it in a comment below, and we'll get to the next point. Point number 4 would be that you're respecting each other's cultures and identity. And what I mean by that is, again, I'm talking to people who have moved abroad, considering moving abroad, so forth and so on. Yes, you're dealing with a new person, as we just talked about, but you got to realize there's different cultures. There's different styles. There's different dresses here in Costa Rica. There's actual days of celebration where the young girls will dress up in beautiful Latin dresses. And if you ignore that or you downplay, that may not go over well with the particular person that you're dating, because it's part of the culture. It's like trying to skip Christmas. You want to actually be able to respect the person, respect their identity, respect their culture. Take the time to get to know the person so that you can actually have a good relationship, a good friendship, someone that you can trust and they can trust you, that you will be understanding when you have that open communication on how things are as they grew up. And some of the things can change, some of those things may not change. And you're going to actually have that conversation to say, okay, is this okay? Okay, I want this, you want that. All right, we're good. Let's go. And the last point I would say is to remember, you're not alone. If you notice, that is a theme of my videos, is you're not alone. There's times when I'm here to help as a life coach, and I can do that. If you're in a relationship, it's good to actually have counseling. I've already mentioned that, so I keep mentioning it for a reason. Counseling, single counseling. You're thinking about getting married, premarital counseling, but maybe even before all of that, you want relationship counseling, relationship coach counseling, in fact. And so that you can better improve your relationship, you can have that particular relationship coach help you find by attracting the right person to you, so that you have, let's say, more confidence of going after somebody that you want versus, I'm going to be the knight in shining armor. I see the girl right there with the problems and alcoholic tendencies. We're going to save her. You want someone to help get rid of that, depending on where that started, out of your mind. Is like, oh, this is a nice woman over here. She has it together, about the same age, goals and alignment. She's a Christian. That's what I was looking for. Boom, boom, boom. No more of this. I don't need that. Unless we're fighting, the world together. It's a different journey, but that really only comes when you're like seeking help. Because if you DIY it the same way that you've been doing all your life, you're probably going to get the same results. And so you want someone to actually get you to be able to think out of the box. And that's one thing a coach can do for you. Even if you have to pay them $10,000, but it makes your relationship last 10 plus years, it would be worth it. 20 years, 30 years, it would be worth it. Until one of you passes away, you're married and all that stuff, it would be worth it versus I'm going to do it the cheap route. I'm not going to get any help. I'm not going to seek any help. And your relationship is a painful 17 years, 18 years, 19 years. It would have been better just to pay the money up front, your ROI on that. And you have to think about your ROI and not just, did you get any money back? Was it ROT, your return on time? Did it actually help you shortcut a lot of process or make something last longer, like a beautiful relationship? If you guys really like the video, I want you guys to smash that like button, hit subscribe. A lot of my subscribers, a lot of people that are watching are not subscribed. I need you to subscribe. Subscribe to the videos, leave the comment below and share it. And the last thing, if this stuff is really resonating with you, I want you to click on the link below that would help you, and the special link for my divorce guys. So with that, I will see you on the other side.